Yeah, I guess first thing I was going to ask you about was obviously there was a big game last night with Harvard and Brown. Did you keep up with that at all, or did you just kind of check the score when it was over with kind of thing? Or
I actually didn't even know until yesterday that they were playing. But then I did obviously check out the game, and I saw that Brown lost. Obviously that was a tough loss for them. But, at the end of the day, our destiny's in our own hands right now. So, we win this weekend, everything's going to be fine. So
obviously you want to win either way, but did it take a little bit of maybe the stress off the weekend, the fact that you have a 3-point lead now with 4 points left rather than 1 point lead, which would have been if they'd won?
Yeah, well, it's definitely a little bit of a stress reliever, but at the same time, like I said, we got to get things going for playoffs, so it's important for us to get things moving in the right direction because, there's no time to figure it out and right the ship. So, these two games are very important to moving on and moving forward.
How big would it be too? Being a senior, how much would you like to get a chance to play one more set of games here in this building?
Oh, I would give anything to do that.
Yeah.
You don't get that opportunity very much to play at home, and the way it works with the scheduling and the school scheduling is that the students will be there if you're here for the first round, whereas the second round they weren't. So it kind of works out in that sense, where you get a better atmosphere. But it is what it is. I'd be excited to play there. I'd be excited to play on the road. I'm just excited to get playoffs going. So.
And that's case too, being one of the leaders on the team, you guys have some challenges obviously this week. With Scott getting hurt, you just got Ben back, but what kind of challenges does that present when you guys have to kind of rally around after you lose a key player for a while?
Well, I think it's a motivation factor for us. Scott's well respected in the room, and obviously he's a roommate and a classmate of mine. So I'd like to give and do anything I can to make sure that he gets to play another game in the Clarkson sweater. So I know how important that is to him and how important it is to the coaching staff and every guy in that room. So maybe it's something to rally around, or whatever each guy takes from it. But it's definitely a motivation for each of us. Yeah,
I wanted to mention something about him this week too. And obviously, you probably know him better than anybody on the team. What do you think about what he's contributed to this school in the 4 years he's been here, both just on the ice and off the ice? Because he's done a lot of stuff with Camp to Come to and charities and things like that. What do you think he's meant to this program?
Yeah, you talk to anybody. Scott's been a very important role. He was captain for a year, which is not easy to do. It's a lot of extra stress, and he took that honor and did it well. And he represents the school day in and day out. Whether it's in the classroom or whether it's here at the rink or whether it's going with kids sledding. Scott to do something, he's going to do it. So he takes great pride in being a character person and having good morals and always sticking by it. So it's been a pleasure for me to be his roommate and get to know him on a personal level like that, but also go to battle on the ice with him day in and day out too.
Did that make Saturday tough, by the way, just to doing your senior lap, knowing that he wasn't able to go out there? I imagine that'd be kind of a tough situation for all you guys, but probably especially I think for you, because you probably were thinking that, how much you probably felt like.
Well, I felt horrible.
Yeah.
It was one of the harder things I've had to deal with in sports, and I can't say how he felt, but it's just a crushing blow for all of us as seniors to skate around and knowing that someone can't get out there with you. And I actually went back and made sure I picked him up and brought him out for a senior picture because I said, I know you're upset right now, but when we look back in 30 years, we'll be happy we had this picture. So, he hobbled back out and put on a smile for a couple of pictures. So, but yeah, it was definitely a tough experience.
Yeah, thanks,